Hey, welcome back. Let's see what happens. How many more we can do. Um, Let me just go through my notes. Yesterday I didn't do any notes, but I was just like, oh, my vacation, my vacation. Uh, this is, no. These notes are stupid. I literally, I was in the airport, Syracuse airport. I literally didn't see anybody else. I was looking, anybody else with pimples. And I'm like, well, how is it possible that I have all these pimples? And it's like, some people, when they talk about pimples, are like, oh, I got pimples too. I got pimples too. And it's like, oh, a little pimple, little pimple. And I know girls, like, they wear makeup to cover it up. So, like, they don't count. But I didn't see any guys with pimples either. Like, as bad as mine. I get it. Dalton, what do you do? What's your face care routine? What am I doing wrong? I'm like, should I shave? Should I not shave? Should I buy special shaving cream? I mean, I do this whole thing with, like, this toner and this moisturizer and I don't know, this clindamycin, oxytocin. I don't know what I'm putting on my face. I'm just like buying all this stuff. Tried everything. It kind of works, and it makes it not horrible, but it's still like. I mean, I'm gonna go on a date with these guys, like this. God, I'm like, And it got worse when I was on vacation because, whatever, I'm not talking about pimples. I hope the lady find her coat on the plane. That was nice. I don't know why I wrote that down, but. Oh, I guess I was like, if I wasn't there, she wouldn't. Well, that's stupid. But it was fun because we took this long flight for 4 hours, and at the beginning of the flight, the guy sitting like in the row in front of me is like, "Oh, here's this coat. Is this your coat? I'm just gonna put it up here." And he asked everybody. And then when we were leaving, the lady was like, "Oh no, my coat. Where's my coat? Like, I knew I lost my coat." And I was like, "Is that your coat?" And she's like, "Yes, that's my coat." And I did it. I found her coat. I mean, I guess the big thing there is like I spoke up. I wouldn't usually do that. I would usually just be like, "Oh, that's probably not her coat." Um, and it was weird because after I did that, she wasn't really like. Seemed like she would be more grateful. I don't mean to say it like that. She was like, "Oh no, this is the worst day ever. I lost my coat." And I'm like, "Is that your coat?" And she's like, "Oh yes." And then she didn't say anything else to me. And I thought she'd be like, "Oh wow, um, I'm actually Jeff Bezos' wife. Do you want $1 billion?" I don't know what I'm expecting. But it's just like, yeah, it's fine. But it was weird, and I didn't care. That was good. I was like, I felt good, even though she didn't thank me really for it. Um, it's a stupid coat, but she did seem like really excited to get the coat back, which made it weird that she wasn't like grateful that I helped her. I don't know. But I don't care. It was good that I spoke up. Otherwise, that lady wouldn't have her coat. Um, it's probably a good thing to like to note that like you talked and it was good. It was a good thing that you did that, because I always kind of focus on you talked and it was stupid. You talked and you felt sad after. So, moral of the story, don't talk. Um, so like every time I talk and a good thing happens, I should be. I forgot. I gotta read this, otherwise I'm gonna forget. So this is the text that my brother sent me. I was supposed to read it yesterday. Jolie. Okay. So here's the text that I sent them. Thanks again for having me. This is when I was leaving. It meant a lot to me that my nephew and my niece seemed to have fun. I thought maybe when I came before they just like mom and dad because they're so good with kids, and I was just the old weirdo that came along. And my brother said they loved every minute of it. Thanks for playing and building with them. And then my sister-in-law said The nicest thing that anybody's ever said to me, probably. She said, "You're always welcome here. My nephew has been asking me, Tessa," I didn't want to say the names, but whatever, has been asking my sister-in-law when I'm coming back. And yesterday when she picked him up from school, my nephew ran all over and to his teacher and said, "Anthony's at my house waiting for me. It's the best day ever." Thanks for loving my kids, and we hope you come back soon. And then I said, I hope Justin's feeling the same way. Yeah. I was like crying in the airport when I read that. Because I'm like, that's hard. That's hard to hear that. It's a crazy thing to imagine. I did it, right? That was it. That's all I wanted. And my nephew was happy that I was there. I didn't really think that would ever happen. Like, he wouldn't be happy that I was there. And then we're going to stop talking about that, because I'm going to keep crying. But it was good, because, like, when I left, he didn't seem super sad. Because that would have made me sad, too. But yeah, it went well. Why am I moving so slow? Oh, here's another thing. This is related. I was playing with them, the kids. This kind of another similar thing. It's gonna make me cry again. I was playing with them, and I wasn't really doing anything. I think the game we were playing is like, they had this couch and all these pillows, and they just kind of like buried me in all the pillows. And then I kind of like, they were kind of riding this little like, I don't know, this like little baby couch that was like really smushy. I don't know how to like describe it. And they were kind of like riding it like a boat, and so I was kind of like, whoa, 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 and I was kind of pushing the pillows all around. And I did that for like an hour, and then they went to go eat, and then my niece, who's like 3, was like, "Oh, that's really fun. Can we do it again?" Or what did she say? After dinner or something? She said, "That was fun. Can we do it again?" Yeah, that was it. That's all I needed. God, like her little face, and she's like, "It was fun." I was like, "Oh God." All right, that's enough. That's enough. I mean, I don't know. It's not a high standard to like entertain a kid like that, but like, they weren't weirded out by me, and I thought they would be. Like me being quiet. They weren't. They never once were like, "Why are you so quiet?" I guess I was expecting that. They like accepted me, and they liked me. Stupid. I gotta go to improv. I can't cry. Do one more video. One more video. Oh God. Beep beep beep. I had a nice, like, well, maybe we should talk about this. I matched with somebody on Hinge. I talked to her a little bit yesterday. And I did this thing where I was like, I'll message that besties group that I'm in with like the 4 other people who do the Zoom leader thing. And they're all married and they're all women, so I'm like, they give me good advice. So I sent them some messages. I'm like, what do I do? And then we kind of made jokes, and it was nice. They're still kind of messaging right now. um, I like them. And I like joking with them. Maybe I'll share one of my jokes. Because I'm much funnier in text than... I mean, it's not a high bar, but... than here. I gotta get rid of the graffiti. And I should probably do this more. But I don't really like doing this. Because then it's like, well, it's kind of okay. I like moving the camera. I like doing that. And I'll just mention that I went to a museum and had tacos. I took a trip by myself because my brother was working. I took a trip to LA. I went to the Natural History Museum. It was fine. It's definitely weird to go to like a museum by yourself. And I'm like, oh, dinosaur bones. But it was cool because I took a picture and then I came back to my nephew and I was like, look at the dinosaur bones. He's like, whoa, you went to see the dinosaur bones? He likes dinosaurs, obviously. Like every kid likes dinosaurs. I like dinosaurs. I mean, that's the only reason I went there, really. He's like, oh, I want to see T-Rex bones. It's cool. Every time I see a freaking T-Rex skeleton, I'm like, gah, so amazing. It's crazy. And T-Rexes, I think, lived in North America. I know, like, whatever, 300 million years ago, North America was, like, all the way over there, or whatever, but still, they, like, T-Rexes, like, walked around in New Jersey. It's like, imagine a freaking T-Rex right now, just walking around. It's crazy. And the Triceratops got me this time. I forgot how big those things are. The Triceratops, like, face plate thing is, like, it's incredibly crazy. And, like, you just look at how intricate this, like, head skeleton is. It's, like, ridiculous. It's so cool. And they're all dead. Except for, like, pigeons. Like, that's the only dinosaur left. Crocodiles or whatever. But, like, there was this entire race, and then they just wiped out. Such a crazy place we live, called Earth. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.